You know that feeling when you're on the exact same path day after day? It's comfortable, right? It's familiar. But is it really where we grow? Today, we're going to dive into this really simple story about a boy named Adam, and it asks a surprisingly deep question about the paths we all choose in our own lives. So here it is, the big question for all of us. Are you really comfortable? Or are you maybe just a little afraid to change? I mean, we all do it, right? We build these routines that feel super safe. But sometimes that safety, it's kind of like a wall. It keeps us from something new, something more. So as we follow Adam's story, I really want you to think about this question for yourself. See where it takes you. Okay, so let's meet our guy, Adam. Picture this. He lives in a quiet town, and this kid absolutely loves his routine. The silence, the predictability, especially his walk to school every single morning. His world is just perfectly ordered, perfectly timed, and totally safe. And you know what? That's exactly how he wants it. And here's what's so interesting about his mindset. For Adam, anything new, I'm talking new paths, new faces, new ideas, it all just felt heavy, like a burden. It was this giant question mark hanging over his simple life. He found all his comfort in what he already knew, thinking that if he just avoided change, life would stay easy and uncomplicated. Simple as that. So this really gives you a peek inside his head, right? It's like he has this internal map. On one side, you've got the known road. It's all sunshine, safe, simple, predictable. That's his happy place, his comfort zone. But then, on the other side, you've got the new path. And that's like a stormy day. It's unknown, it feels heavy, and it's totally unpredictable. And for Adam, that's the world of risk. A world he wants absolutely nothing to do with. But you know how life is. It never lets us stay comfortable forever, does it? And sure enough, one morning, something completely messes with Adam's routine. A simple little sign pops up, and it presents him with a choice that he can't ignore. And that's literally all it says. 2 words. Short way. I mean, it's not some epic, dramatic call to adventure, right? It's just a quiet little invitation. But for a guy like Adam, this tiny thing feels huge, monumental. You can almost feel his heart start to pound a little. So what's he gonna do? Stick with the safe, long way? Or risk the complete unknown for a shortcut? So he's just standing there, hesitating. And then he remembers something his dad used to say. Growth begins where comfort ends. And bam, that's it. That's the turning point. It's that little internal push he needed to get past his fear. That voice, that memory, it helps him take a deep breath and just decide. Okay, he thinks, just for today, I'll try the new path. And he does it. He actually steps off the familiar road. And wow, the new path is instantly different. The air feels fresher, sunlight is dancing on the ground, the birds are singing. It's like they're welcoming him. It's as if he stepped into a whole new world just a few feet away from his old one. And as he keeps walking, you can just feel something inside him starting to shift. It kind of happens in stages. First, he starts noticing all these new details he's never, ever seen before, like a little stream and these beautiful wildflowers. And that leads to the next thing. He starts to feel truly present, totally aware of the moment. And from that awareness, well, that's where this quiet but very real confidence starts to bubble up inside him. But hey, this new path isn't just about pretty flowers and sunshine. It's got a test for him. All of a sudden, he hears this soft crying sound. He follows it, and what does he find? This poor little dog, trapped between some rocks, totally scared. This is it, his first real challenge in this new, unpredictable world. And check out how he responds. The old Adam, he'd have been way too nervous to do anything. But this new, more confident Adam, he speaks so calmly, so gently. He just says, "It is okay, I am here." He doesn't back down. He takes action, carefully moving the rocks to free the little guy. This is that newfound confidence in action, right here. So Adam finally makes it to school. And yeah, he's late. His clothes are a mess. But inside, he feels something brand new. This quiet, peaceful sense of pride. He's starting to get it. His journey had a totally unexpected outcome, and it had nothing to do with just showing up at school. And this is the big aha moment for him. When his teacher asks why he's late, he just tells the truth with this new clarity and confidence. He gets it now. The path wasn't just a shortcut. It was a lesson. That little sign promising a short way was actually pointing him towards something way, way more valuable. And then his teacher says something that just nails the whole point of the story. Sometimes the longer way teaches us more than the fast one. Wow, that simple but super profound statement just puts into words everything Adam was feeling in his heart. The point wasn't to get to school faster, the real prize was the journey itself. And you can tell this change in Adam is here to stay. That very same evening, on his way home, he chooses the new path again. But his reason for taking it, totally different now. He's not taking it because it's shorter, he's taking it because of how it makes him feel, awake and alive. Now that's the true reward of his journey. So, what can we all take away from Adam's little adventure? Well, a few big things. First, courage isn't something you just have, it's a choice you make. Second, real growth, it pretty much always happens in the unknown. Third, getting out there and having new experiences is what builds real confidence. And finally, and this might be the most important one, the journey itself is so often more important than where you're trying to go. And that really is the beautiful truth at the heart of this whole thing, isn't it? A quiet road can lead to a powerful journey. You know, massive change doesn't always have to start with some loud, dramatic event. Sometimes it starts with just a quiet choice on a quiet road. And that can lead to a journey that changes everything on the inside. Which, of course, brings this whole thing back to you. Adam's sign was, a literal signpost. But our lives are full of signs too, right? Opportunities, little ideas, that nagging feeling in the back of your mind that maybe, just maybe, it's time to try a different path. So the question I really want to leave you with is this. What sign is your life waiting for you to follow? What quiet road is out there, just waiting for you to find the courage to take that first step?